Reminds me of this one dive in Arroyo we used to sometimes do sets in Friday nights. Because it was one tough fucking joint. One wrong word, one sideways glance, and you'd get steel between the ribs.
What's going on, everybody? Grizzly here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I want to talk about Phantom Liberty. I just beat it, and I have put around 80 hours into the game now. I started fresh, new playthrough, which I highly recommend you do, right? Like, if you want to play Cyberpunk, start a new character. I don't care if you played it at launch and you hated it and you want to return. Don't load your old save, delete it, start a new character, play from beginning and experience all the changes that happened. We're at 2.1 now, and obviously we have Phantom Liberty, which is the DLC that I want to talk about today, because holy crap, man. This was a really good way to really end this game. I think I'm finally done playing Cyberpunk. Maybe I return to it in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But I really, really enjoyed this game. This time around. So much more than launch. I did make a video. Is Cyberpunk better now? I'll link it in the description if you want to watch that before you watch this video. I kind of highlighted how this game is in a lot better state than it once was, right? So I kind of want to talk about really my overall experience again a little bit in this video, but primarily Phantom Liberty, because I think it was an awesome DLC. I'm not a big like DLC guy with games. I'm not usually a fan of DLCs. I don't know why. I always feel like they're kind of filler. They don't feel like they're worth it. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is definitely worth it, especially if you've enjoyed Cyberpunk. Like, it's just more. It gives you a new area to explore. That area is freaking beautiful. It's crazy. There's a lot happening. There's new quests, side quests, and even this DLC brings the rest of the game a little bit more alive with like things happening outside of Dogtown. That is really interesting. There's cars to steal and you know, drop them off for money and rewards. There's new cars. There's new guns. Some of the guns in the DLC are freaking amazing. Like a sniper rifle that shoots electricity that pretty much damages people nearby. There's all kinds of stuff like pistols, submachine guns, katanas. So if you really enjoyed Cyberpunk, definitely get into Phantom Liberty. Dogtown is amazing. It's like this closed off area of Night City. I mean, Night City is already a crazy city as it is, and then like you have Dogtown where there's like pretty much no rules. It's cut off from the rest of the game. Like, you got to get special access, and you get that through the story and all that stuff. There's these little things that happen in the game where like a plane drops off like a package, and everybody runs over there to fight for it, and you can get in there and kill everyone and grab the loot. I like that. That happens periodically, where it kind of adds a little bit of things in the mix when you're doing side stuff or playing the main mission. Johnny Silverhand is back, which was really cool. Like he's in all of the side missions and main missions. He still talks to you. He still gives you shit. You guys still banter, which I really like. I'm really glad that they didn't like move away from Keanu Reeves, Johnny Silverhand. I just love that character so much. I love, everything about him. He's always making me laugh. Obviously, we got Solomon Reed as playing as Idris Elba. I think he did a really great job. I think his character is really awesome. Very complex character. A lot of things going on from his past, and he feels like he, has made mistakes and everything. I don't want to get too much into the story. I like to keep the story for you to discover, but I really want to talk about just the overall experience of Dogtown, Phantom Liberty. I think it's no, Witcher 3 DLC, right? Blood and Wine, but it's definitely worth it. Like, it's really, really good. You're getting a lot of stuff here in this DLC. I feel like that is definitely worth it. Again, if you enjoyed Cyberpunk, this is pretty much more Cyberpunk. Now, some people say that you should play this somewhere in between the main storyline. I kind of disagree with that. Like, I think you should finish the storyline, even maybe beat the game, and then when you beat the game, your last save is going to be like right before you beat the main mission, and that's when I think you should enter Dogtown and play the DLC. The DLC is pretty wild, guys. Like, I think in terms of the story, in terms of the things that happens, especially like the ending mission, holy crap. Like, yo, the ending mission was crazy. Like, all the stuff that's happening. And I think the theme here in the DLC is really choices. Like, there's a lot of choices in the side missions, in the main mission of Phantom Liberty. You're constantly making choices. And sometimes these choices are not clear on whether they're good or bad. I made a choice at the very end where you get to decide whether you side with the girl, the net runner, I forgot her name, shit, or Solomon Reed, and I ended up siding with Solomon Reed, and it was a pretty dark and sad ending, and I feel like no matter what choice you make, it's going to be pretty dark and sad. But man, the last mission was really freaking crazy, and I did not expect that. And the thing about Phantom Liberty, the reason why I say play this at the very end is because it's definitely like more of an end game content. Like the enemies are more challenging. There's a lot of kind of more challenging end game things going on, where I feel like it's just best to enter the DLC at a high level. I entered it when I was about almost 50, I believe, or around 50, and then the max level is 60. So, and that's one thing I really, really love about just Cyberpunk as a whole, is the fact that like you really start out from rags to riches. That story, right? You're just like, you're a nobody, and by the end of the game, like you're just all, chromed out. You got the guns, you got the money, you got the cars, you got everything. People know you. You're respected in this game as this, this almost like this legendary character that gets the job done, that's reliable, that can pretty much do anything and is capable of pretty much doing whatever job comes his way. And I really love that, because by the time I'm level 60, I'm just wrecking everything. There's times where I thought about putting the game on hard because I'm just destroying everything, dude. Especially when you kind of fine tune the skills. I went pretty much pistols and katana. I would pull out the shotgun or the sniper rifle sometimes to mess around with. There's this submachine gun that you get at the end of the game that is just insane, dude. And I don't even have the skills for submachine gun, but this thing wrecks. And it's kind of tied a little bit to like the end game story when you use it. So it's kind of cool. But overall, man, I really love where Cyberpunk has gone. You know, I really, really love the fact that like they went back, they fixed it, they improved the game. Again, it's just in a much better state than it once was. Like big respect to CD Projekt Red. I do think that this game is not perfect, like I said in my last video, where, you know, there's still flaws, there's still jank, bugs, there's still moments where there's just issues that seem kind of out of place, and just moments of bugginess, bugs, right? I've noticed with the PS5, and this is where I've played this game from the beginning till now, I have to pretty much exit the game fully. If I put it in standby mode and I turn my PS5 back on and I return to the game, it doesn't work as well as when I like completely shut the game off, save it, shut it off, and then return to it. I feel like the game runs a little bit better in terms of just the janky and bugginess. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, like the game is not perfect. I don't know how it is on PC. It probably runs better. I mean, I know it looks way better, but I don't know about performance. But in terms of the PS5, and this is probably similar to the Series X, there's issues still. There's flaws. There's immersion breaking moments that are frustrating, are just kind of annoying. Like I said in my last video, like there are areas in the game where I feel like they got less love and polish compared to other areas. There's missions that are still kind of buggy from day one that I played this time around. And I've put, again, 80 hours into this game. I've done a lot of stuff. I started a new character, started from scratch because I really wanted to experience the game. And I think that's the best way to play 2.1, Phantom Liberty, Cyberpunk. Jump in new. Obviously, you're going to jump in new if you're brand new to the game, but if you played it in the past, jump in new, start a new character, and experience the game. But yeah, like there are moments in the game where I still feel like it could be polished a little bit better. It could be improved a little bit better. Overall, man, I am just so much happier with this game than I once was. I was really bitter about this game for a while, and I stated this in my last video, but and I don't want to repeat myself too much here, but like I went from like bitter to like I don't want to hear about this game ever again to I recommend it. Like I highly recommend it. I just really love where it is today, man. Like it feels fixed. It feels better. It feels more fun and alive. It's just so much fun. I wouldn't have put 80 hours into this game if I didn't feel engaged, if I didn't feel like I was enjoying my time and having fun in this world. That obviously helps when the game is in a better state. And I think the DLC definitely helped. 2.1, the patch, added a bunch of fixes and changes and stuff like that. So if you want to play Cyberpunk, play it, enjoy it, check it out. But that's pretty much the video, guys. I didn't want to make it too long. Is Cyberpunk worth it? Is Phantom Liberty worth it? Absolutely. In a time where there's so many games to play, 2023 had so many amazing games to play, and time is limited. I never thought that I would return to Cyberpunk, at least not now, with all the other games that I want to play. But I'm really glad that I jumped back in. Like, I keep saying this to myself, like, I'm so glad I gave it another chance and I'm back. And I returned to it and I played it. The experience that I had this time around was incredible, was fun, and it was worth it. That's pretty much how I feel about Cyberpunk today at this point. It's positive. I always love this world, and it's made me kind of love it even more, appreciate it even more. That's pretty much it, guys. If you like this video, if you made it this far, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. If you are subscribed, I appreciate you so much. And until next time, take it easy and goodbye.